You checked your face in the mirror today, you didn't think twice about it. But for roughly 300,000 years, no human being ever clearly saw their own face. Not kings, not mothers, not the strongest hunter or the oldest eater. They fell in love, raised children, made enemies, grew old, and died inside a face they never truly saw. So, how did they know who they were? Hold that question, because by the end of this, the mirror on your wall is going to feel like the strangest object you own. Start with the part nobody thinks about. For most of human existence, there was exactly one mirror on Earth: still water. A pond on a windless morning, a puddle after rain. If you wanted to meet your own face, you had to travel to it, kneel down at the edge, and look into the dark. And think about what you'd actually see down there: a shadow with eyes, dim, trembling, broken by every breath of wind. You couldn't hang it on a wall, you couldn't carry it home, and the moment you reach for it, it shattered. This isn't a guess about some vague, distant past. The oldest known fossils of our species, found at Jebel Irhoud in Morocco, are roughly 300,000 years old. Humans like you. Same brain, same eyes, same face. And for nearly all of that time, they lived inside a strange truth. Your face belonged to everyone except you. Strangers knew it. Rivals knew it. Every person you ever met carried a clearer picture of your face than you did. The one thing the entire world could see was the one thing you couldn't. Then, about 8,000 years ago, someone changed the rules. In a dense mud-brick town called Çatalhöyük in what's now Turkey, people took obsidian, black glass born in volcanoes, and they ground it and polished it hour after hour until the stone could do something water never could: hold a human face perfectly still. These are the oldest mirrors ever found on Earth. Not necessarily the first ever made, but the earliest that survive. And when archaeologist James Mellert's team uncovered them in the 1960s, they weren't lying around the houses. They were in graves, placed beside the dead. And mostly this detail matters: in the graves of women. 8 of them had been verified as true mirrors, small dark discs that fit in your palm. 8,000 years old, and some of them can still show you your face today. But why were they made? To check your appearance? For ritual? To look at your own soul? Archaeologists still argue about it. Nobody knows. Here's what we do know: the first time humans made an object that could hold a face, that object mattered enough to be taken into death. And for thousands of years afterward, a clear reflection stayed rare. In Egypt, mirrors were discs of polished copper and bronze, costly metal, shaped and shined by hand, found in wealthy households and elite burials. For most people, through most of history, seeing yourself clearly wasn't a right, it was a luxury. Now the story has to turn, because a mirror is only half of the equation. The other half is the mind looking into it, and that half is rarer than you'd think. In 1970, a psychologist named Gordon Gallup gave chimpanzees a mirror and let them get used to it. Then, while they were sedated, he painted a small red mark on their faces. Odorless, unfeelable. When the chimps woke and looked into the mirror, they reached up and touched their own faces. Right where the mark was. They understood: that's not another chimp. That's me. Monkeys never got there. They stared at their reflection and saw a stranger. They threatened it. Some searched behind the mirror for the intruder. Most animals on this planet will look directly at themselves and never ever know it. And here's the uncomfortable part. At first, neither could you. In 1972, psychologist Beulah Amsterdam tried the same idea on human babies. A dab of red on the nose, then a mirror. Before about a year and a half, babies treat the reflection as another baby. They smile at it. They look behind the mirror, searching for the other child. Then, somewhere around a year and a half to 2 years old, something switches on. The baby sees the red nose in the mirror and touches their own. That moment is when you arrived. You lived through it. You just can't remember it. But here's what's strange. You'd assume the story ends simply. Humans finally invented the mirror, and at last we saw ourselves truly. It's exactly backwards. In 1977, 3 psychologists, Vida, Dermer, and Knight, ran a quiet study with an unsettling result. They photographed students and printed each photo 2 ways: the true image, the face the world sees, and the mirror reversed image, the face you see in the glass. Understand, these are not the same face. Your face is not symmetrical. Your hair parts on one side, one eyebrow sits higher. Your smile pulls slightly to the left or the right. Then they asked everyone, which photo do you prefer? The students chose their mirror image reliably. But their close friends, the people who actually looked at them day after day, chose the true image. Each side preferred the face they had seen the most. Sit with what that means. The face you know, the one you've checked your entire life, the one you would swear is you, is a reversed copy that exists nowhere in the world except your mirror. And the people who love you, they love a face you have never seen. So no, the mirror never showed humans the truth. For 300,000 years, people already knew who they were, the old way, through other people. Your face lived in your mother's eyes, in your friend's laughter, in the way the whole village turned when you walked in. Other people were the mirror. What the polished stone actually invented was something new, the outside view, the habit of stepping out of your own eyes and inspecting yourself the way a stranger would, checking, fixing, judging, the watched self. And once that door opened, it never closed. Look around you right now and count the reflections you live with: the bathroom mirror, the dark window on the bus, the shop glass you glance at without meaning to. And when your phone screen goes dark, there you are again, a dim face in black glass, looking back like something very old. You meet your own face more times in a day than your ancestors might have in a year. And the camera in your pocket did something even the obsidian never dared. It made the outside view permanent, shareable, rateable. A version of your face that can be inspected by anyone, anywhere, at any hour, including by you at 2 in the morning, zooming in. You are part of the first generation in 300,000 years to live under its own gaze full time. Not watched by the village, watched by yourself. You know that flinch when your own face appears on a video call and your eyes snap straight to it? Not to the person you're talking to you. That flinch is brand new, evolutionarily speaking. Your species is still learning to live with it. So go back one last time to the water. Dimly opens one of these doors every week. Subscribe and stay curious.